Hi there. Hey, thanks for joining me for a thought for today. Let me ask you a question. Do you believe everything that you see on the news? Think about it. Periodically I watch a podcast by a guy named Doug TenNapel. He calls his podcast Doug in Exile. And recently he shared a vlog that shared a clip from another podcast from a group that's called Live Free. And in it, he shares the propaganda war that is happening in America right now by the left, that is almost always, and everything they do, is to make either Trump or, in this case, ICE look bad. I think you understand what I'm saying here by this video, but all of it is based on a lie. Every bit of it is based on a lie. Watch this video, you'll see what I mean.
Now listen, I'm about to waterboard you with this. If you do not believe you're in the middle of a propaganda war, I love you, and you can be as mad at me as you want. You're wrong. Okay? So listen, I'm going to rapid fire these. Here we go. Right here, number one, no, this is not a picture of an 8-year-old girl who died in ICE custody under the Trump administration's heartless dictatorship. It happened in 2023 as reported by the New York Times under the Biden administration, but now it's getting millions of views and being labeled as happening now. Number two, no, this is not a photo of a 5-year-old put in a cage because of the current administration calls people illegal. Nope. Snopes reports after millions of views, it was discovered that was a photo taken at a protest staged in front of Dallas City Hall. The parents brought the kid to the protest. He was in the cage for about 30 seconds and he cried because he couldn't figure out how to get out. Number three, no, this is not a video of ICE agents, quote unquote, drive-by macing people for no reason. That went mega viral. I watched the entire video myself. They were throwing things at law enforcement vehicles, and the guy maced the guy that was throwing things at law enforcement vehicles. Number four, no, this is not a picture of a woman whose hand was shot off by ICE agents firing rounds at mourners, as was claimed, and it got millions of views. Nope, she was rioting and obstructing law enforcement, and as you can see right here, she picked up a flashbang before it detonated and injured her own hand. Next one, no, this is not a picture of a 5-year-old boy arrested by ICE. As reported, the boy's father abandoned him while he was fleeing arrest. That is a picture of ICE agents following protocol and not leaving a 5-year-old alone in freezing weather out on the street. Next one, no, this is not a picture of a baby that was tear gassed by ICE while his parents were on their way to a basketball game. Go to that next picture. You can literally see in video that was uncovered later. His parents lied. They're on video at a violent protest, and they left their baby alone in a car for 45 minutes at a riot that they helped cause, and they forced tear gas to be deployed. Next one. This is not a picture of an innocent restaurant worker being arrested by heartless ICE agents. As you can see right here, it is a picture of an illegal child rapist who fled into a restaurant to avoid arrest and seems to have a knife in his hand if you look closely. Next one. This is not a picture of ICE ripping a disabled woman from her car while she was screaming that she was trying to get to the doctor, as was claimed and seen by millions of people. I watched the entire video. She was intentionally obstructing ICE officers by blocking a road. She was asked by 4 different ICE officers to move. She did not comply, and so they were forced to remove her from her vehicle. Next one, this is not a picture of a mother whose son was gunned down for no reason by quote-unquote racist ICE officers. Nope. Actually, it was discovered this kid was firing an AR-style rifle into the air in the middle of an apartment complex. He was asked to stop by law enforcement who self-identified as law enforcement. And not only did he not comply, he is reported as turning his firearm on the ICE agent and firing a shot in the agent's direction. In fact, the kid's dad admitted in a video interview that I watched that his son was doing something illegal with a gun, and he knew that it was illegal.
After watching this, I got on the website of Live Free on their podcast, and one of the podcasts that they shared, it mentioned that after they had shared this lie, that they received over $100,000 in support of what they were doing against ICE in this case. And it's all based on a lie. And they tug at the emotional heartstrings of people across the country and promote something that is a total and complete lie. I just feel that we as Christians and people in general need to be very skeptical and very cautious as to what we believe, what we hear on on the news or on a podcast, even what I'm sharing. Make sure that what I'm sharing is the truth. And if you find something in error, let me know. But as far as I understand, everything that I'm sharing is the truth. And I would encourage all of us just to be cautious in all of that. Because we live in a world right now and in a country right now that is a lot of hate going on. And I just encourage us to be cautious. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a great day and God bless. Bye-bye.